Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another edition of your program, The Storm. This program is very unique and important for young people who have been advocating against rape and sexual assault against women and girls in Sierra Leone. In today's program, I have with me a very dynamic leader who has been working tirelessly, who is no less a person than Mr. Idrissa Kane. Mr. Idrissa Kane is an activist and advocate as well, who has been visiting communities and other important remote places wherein victims could find themselves. And on today's program, we are going to talk about the establishment of special court for sex offenses for the very first time in Sierra Leone. But before we proceed, I may like us to take a break first. Then when we come back, we shall continue the program. Welcome back to the program, The Storm. I have with me on the studios Mr. Idrissa Kane. Mr. Idrissa Kane, like I said earlier, he is an advocate and also an ambassador who has been working in advocating against rape and sexual assault in Sierra Leone. Nice to meet you, Mr. Idrissa Kane. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you too.
Wow. I saw on the newspaper, our core newspaper, that you guys want to establish a special court for sex offenses. What does the special court is actually talking about?
Especially in Sierra Leone, rape and sexual assault is becoming more alarmed, and that is why the president of Sierra Leone is has taken as national emergency. So in any country where national emergency is, we have to look into that and we have to take it into consideration. Now, rape and sexual assault, the way how police and lawyers are taking rape and sexual assault case in courts and police stations, we are not well with that. And there are a lot of rape that occur in Sierra Leone since from 2017 still now. They have that kind of report in the court. So we have to establish a special court so that rape and sexual assault cases will be soon as possible as we reach in the court.
Wow. If I could remember so very distinctly, I vehemently believe that probably this is the first time that we are going to have the establishment of special court for sex offenses here in Sierra Leone. But the constraint is already there, and you guys are going through a lot of challenges because I've been following you guys on your Facebook page and WhatsApp and that of Twitter. So the commencement of special court, is it your organization only going to try as much as possible to establish this special court, or are you going to have a bilateral relationship with other organizations that gear towards advocating against rape and sexual assault in assuring at the end of the day you establish special court?
Thank you for that wonderful questions. Men United to Fight Against Sexual Assault is not governmental and non-profitable organization that came into existence to fight against rape and sexual assault. But it's a fight that we cannot fight it alone. We have to collaborate with other organizations that are doing the same fight. We have to work with government, other NGOs. But we have that creativity mind that we have to create a platform for especially the victims of rape and sexual assault. So we are calling upon them, the government and other NGOs, personalities, stakeholders, to come together with us and build up this wonderful platform for the victims of rape and sexual assault.
Okay, but the most crucial aspect when it comes to rape and sexual assault here in Sierra Leone, it is as a result of the police. Now, in some communities that we have already visited as journalists, we thought it fit that most time when some of these cases rise up in some of these communities, the community stakeholders, they take some of these cases to the nearest police stations, but the police pay little or no concern on some of these cases. So what is your message you want to send to the police out there?
This was another area of advocates where we are advocating for the recruitment of more women police, so that women fighting in the front line of justice give justice to whom they deserve. Because we realize the way police are taking, rape case, it's like they don't even know what rape is. So in this case, we are advocating for a special education for police how to handle rape case and for the recruitment of more women police. There are certain cases where victims don't have that mind to express themselves to a male police, but rather if there is a female police, they have that mind to express themselves. So we are doing that advocacy for recruitment of more women police and more education for how to handle rape cases.
Viewers, welcome back to your show, The Storm. Well, I still have on the studios Mr. Idris Akane, an advocate and also activist and ambassador who has been advocating against rape and sexual assault in Sierra Leone. We are discussing about the establishment of special court for sex offences for the very first time in Sierra Leone. Mr. Idris Akane,
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy the show.
Really?
Wow. Have you ever visited any other school when it comes to this your advocacy?
Yes, we have visited a lot of schools in Freetown, Bo, and now we even have a storm to Kenema to do the same. We are doing campaign against sex for grade in secondary schools. We may have some of our past activities.
Wow. So what is this message that you guys tell the people, more especially those living in the provinces? What are the messages that you guys tell them?
One, we explain to them to their own level of understanding what rape means, what sexual assault means, sexual violence, and what is the consequences of sexual assault. And we advise them not to involve in this kind of act. And if they experience, we have what we call standby intervention. We also teach them standby intervention. When you witness, sexual assault, you have to stand for that case and explain and deal with them, or you take them to the nearest police station.
Okay. Sex for grade is becoming alarming and unbearable in Sierra Leone, to be precise. And more especially is teachers who are supposed to be guidance to some of these people are the ones exploiting their potential. So, and you guys, as young as you are, advocating against rape and sexual assault. But let's just take a look at this short video by the Men United to Fight Against Sexual Assault.
Sex for Grade campaign is a national fight that is done by many organizations. Men United to Fight Against Sexual Assault has been tirelessly working to combat sex for grades. Speaking on how schoolgoing pupils should report any teacher who is found requesting sex for grades, Ahmed Toure, the public relations officer, Mufasa,
for responding to and preventing sexual harassment in schools. And also, they should have a policy and publicizing.
That was a great video done by the Men United to Fight Against Sexual Assault, Mufasa. Well, it's been a wonderful time. It's been a wonderful moment here on studio with me, Mr. Idris Akane, who happens to be the country coordinator for the Men United to Fight Against Sexual Assault here in Sierra Leone. It's a pleasure having you here today on the studios. I want to say thanks so very much for joining me here on the studios today. Viewers, here we bring down the curtains of today's program, the storm. Thanks so very much.